Hey guys, this is Matt, but you knew that. And this is my first YouTube video of me drawing freeform in Procreate on the iPad. Hopefully there'll give me a lot of these. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing and have fun. Maybe get back a little to YouTube because I've been watching you guys for a long time. This was a pretty simple drawing. I just started with a circle, put a face in it, and ran with it from there. Didn't really have a plan or anything I wanted to do in particular. I kind of lost steam at the very end with the background. Didn't really give it much, just a kind of an asphalt jungle with some road hazard yellow to brighten up the background around her and pop her out. I'd say about 50 to 60% of the time I end up just drawing people. And the other half or less is robots and sci-fi, things like that. I wish I could explain where this stuff comes from. It just pops right out of my head onto the surface, and I just run with whatever comes to mind. This is my favorite part right here. After I've done the initial sketch and like a pencil stroke, go back over it with ink, and I already kind of have an outline of what I'm going to do, and then I fill it in with a pretty thick line. I really like a thick line. And then thanks to the iPad, I can go over and put in my base colors pretty thick, you see here, and then use that as a selected ground to put in my shading and highlights and shadows and whatnot. Not really sure what to say about this particular drawing other than I tend to go pretty thick with the layers over skin tone. Usually I'll put in 10, 11, 12 layers of texture and shadow on skin. But with this one, I figured that the skin on her would be fairly clear and clean, so I didn't spend a lot of time on it. I spent actually most of my time on the eyes and the eyebrows and the lips. Here you can see I'm filling in the color behind the lines just so that there's no white popping out around the edges. And then, this is, 2 or 3 layers of skin tone texture, and then I just jump right into the highlights and shadows on the hair. Found a unique little brush. You'll see it a little bit later when I'm finishing up the hair that I didn't even know was there. Actually, a hair brush in Procreate that I found and really enjoyed. I'm probably going to be using that a lot. Hopefully I can, do 1 or 2, maybe more of these drawings a week. I'm not sure what my work schedule is going to let me do, but as often as I can, I like to just sit down with the iPad and just go nuts. And here I'm putting in some details on the tie of her dress and trying to match it to the scrunchies in her hair. I thought that was kind of fun. And then a little bit more playing with the skin tone, kind of lighten up her face around the mouth, because it almost looked like she had a 5 o'clock shadow, so I tried to get rid of that a little bit. And then right after that, I put in the background, and you'll see it in a second. It's the asphalt jungle kind of textured background, using the yellow hazard paint to pop her out of the screen because she's so dark, especially in the hair. Yeah, there it goes. I hope to do, like I said, 2 or 3 of these a week, maybe. If I get to 1, it'd probably be impressive, really. And you can see that that's where I found that brush stroke, and then as soon as I found it, I jumped in and added a lot of it to her hair. You'll see that in a second. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm going to be using that again and again and again, I'm sure. Yeah, there it goes. That was so fun, and just was so easy to apply, and I couldn't put a stroke wrong, just laying it in there. So I really do like Procreate a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that app. And that's it. Thanks, guys.